Hi everyone, hi members. I hope everybody is doing well. Somebody asked me, and I don't remember if whoever asked me was for members or was from the main channel, so I'll just mention it on both because I'm going to post on both. They asked me the name of this book, so I'm just going to put it right here in case you want to take a screenshot of it. This is the book that I was reading from to get angel messages, right? It is called, in case for some reason your Wi-Fi is bad and it's blurry, because that happens sometimes. Enduring Virtue, Daily Guidance from Your Angels, 365 angelic messages to soothe, heal, and open your heart. Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not the biggest fan of Enduring Virtue. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But I'm also not a hater. And this is a really good book. And I do believe that everything in here is very good material. And it's definitely, they're angelic messages. I mean, what else is there to say about that? And it's really nice however you use the book, whether to read it every day or use it as an oracle like I do. That's what I do. I'm gonna might as well just do one, right? Let's see. You know what's interesting? Before I even do this, I'm only gonna share this because it just came to my mind in case it's an omen for somebody else too. Because, I forgot I had this dream. Sometimes, do you ever have a dream and then you completely forget that you had it? Right? I completely forgot that the dream I had last night, and this book just brought it back to my consciousness, up to my awareness. I had a dream last night that I actually, that somebody was showing me how to submit the book that I wrote into publishing. And I was like, fine, I'm gonna do it. And then I remember a being just showing up and saying, it's time. Obviously that's a message that I need to do that. I hope to, I'm gonna try to, because I actually wrote, I'm a writer, besides this. You guys know that, because sometimes on my community tab, I'll write like novels and books, and I just like to write, right? So, but I've had this blockage, and I'm sharing this personal story in case it resonates with someone. There's a message in everything, where I don't know if it's probably subconscious programming that's like a fear. And I've been working on that, like a fear of going to the next level. And that's a thing. Like I opened this channel, and that was already a big adjustment for me, because I didn't expect it to be as successful as it is. And I'm so thankful for that, because this is my divine's purpose. But I could always do more on the channel, and also in terms of like my writing and things, but I always keep myself at a limit. And it's because I had to work on my subconscious programming to allow myself to remove that blockage, to allow myself to get to the next step. And I'm sharing that very personal, information, because that might be something you're going through. And I have a feeling it has something to do with the message. And I wouldn't doubt that something that comes out in this book and in the cards has something to do with something like that too. This doesn't have to be that you're writing a book or something like that. It can be in regards to any area of your life, taking the next step. And you're always going to keep yourself not small, because it doesn't mean you're unsuccessful. Like I said, like I've succeeded in my channel, but you can always do more. You can always take it to the next level. But if you find yourself limiting yourself, you have to, and you don't know why, you get paralyzed, right? there has to be something in your subconscious that maybe you could work through by meditating, going within, or if you need a therapist to help you, hypnosis, there's so many modalities to do that, or just try to tap into your higher self and see what is it about you, what voice inside of you is telling you that the next step is scary, or or is it a fear of success, or is there a voice inside of you that tells you you're not worthy, or tells you that you can't, whatever, and sometimes like our conscious programming goes against our subconscious, and they're in a war, and it causes us stress and anxiety, and that is the source of the anxiety, and we don't even know it. I know this is a message for someone. So you might just say, I'm an anxious person. You don't know why you're an anxious person, but your brain does. Anxiety is not something, I do not believe that people, I know that it's genetic, etc. Okay, yes, I know. There's a component. I think that that's not how it works. I think what's genetic is the tendency to become anxious more easy, but that doesn't mean it has to manifest. And the way that becomes even genetic, because we all originated from the same place. How did that become genetic in the first place? Okay, I'm not just rambling, so I guess this is where we're going today for the message, right? It has to be shared. There's something called epigenetics, which was already proven by science, etc., which is the mechanism of the fact that, DNA, we are coded with our DNA, right? Genetically. It's like we're computers programmed. And it's to say that your actual like external experiences in your life actually alter your DNA and therefore make it able to be passed on. So you could have no history, for example, of alcoholism in your family. If you decide to become an alcoholic this lifetime, you're going to alter something in your DNA. You could have a child, and that is going to be passed on. If you were in Vietnam, right? You went to war. Nobody in your lifetime ever had anxiety. You develop PTSD, right? You think that is just situational. I have PTSD in this lifetime because I was a combat veteran. Next thing you know, you're passing that on into your bloodline. Like it's actually a thing. Like you alter your DNA and then you start to pass that on. So trauma is passed on actually genetically. It's encoded, right? So anyway, so you have the predisposition, let's say, for anxiety or something, because maybe somebody down the line had some kind of an issue, right? But you might not know why it's manifesting. And a lot of times it's just like there's a war inside of you between your conscious and your subconscious. So your conscious mind could be telling you, I know that you're worthy. I know you're capable. I know that you're, if it's about books, a good writer. Nothing's stopping you from publishing this. Like, I know, like, you can literally consciously be the most confident person on the face of this planet. Like, you cannot even fathom or think what could possibly be making me like not confident, right? Like, there's nothing, like, you can't even think about it. But there's something in your subconscious that you're not even aware of. Maybe a voice there from maybe a parent when you were little that would tell, like, constantly shame you, constantly, whatever. So even though you're not even aware or you don't even hear their voice, you being confident when you look in the mirror versus like that drive on the inside is in a constant clash. The only thing that you're going to consciously be aware of is the fact that you have anxiety or blockages. Like, you don't even know why. Now you're going to doctors for anxiety. Now they're prescribing you medication. Now you're just going around making TikToks, if you're one of those people, talking about life with anxiety, etc. And, but that's really what it is. And you could actually tackle that on a deep level. I don't know. I just want, you never know where readings are going to take you. I was guided to share that today. And that is not an accident. And it's also not an accident that my eyes just went directly right here. And this is a list of her books. And one of the books is Divine Prescriptions, Healing with the Angels. So this might not be it. And then look, my eyes just went to it. It says Angel Medicine, right? Divine Prescriptions, Healing with the Angels, and then in quotations, I changed my life if I had more time. Divine Guidance, Chakra Clearing, Angel Therapy. It literally says that, okay? So I didn't even notice that. So there is something here, and it might not be for everybody, but you know, nothing that comes out of my mouth, even as an example, is an accident. Could be somebody here that is actually, you know, getting prescribed medication and whatever, or maybe you have an addiction to a medication. It's time to make changes, you know, because that's a problem. That's another rabbit hole I don't want to go into, but they just led me to that. Sometimes you go down that route, you go to a therapist. Unfortunately, you know, big pharma, they do things like that. They try to help you, but I will tell you firsthand, and I've always felt guided to make a video about this, even though it has nothing to do with tarot, because I feel strongly about it, right? Maybe, I don't know, maybe I should like start doing shorts or something, or like, maybe I make car videos, right, sometimes. But I've experienced that, not recently, but like in my lifetime. I'm 35, I'll be 36. So like, you know, I have not a lot of life experience. I'm not in my 70s, but enough. Like in my early 20s, which was, you know, I would go to a therapist and they would like, I saw firsthand, I also went to school for psychology to actually be a therapist. So I have, you know, different perspectives. I saw how easy they were to just write down on a piece of paper and just medicate you. Like they honestly, looking back at it now, it is so easy for them to like ruin somebody's life. 100%, like they didn't even think about it. Right? And then you start taking things innocently. And sometimes they could be habit forming and it can fuck you up. So, you know, if that is your situation, the divine's trying to let you know there's another way. And it's maybe time to change your life in that way. I don't know, guys. Sometimes I go straight to tarot. Sometimes every reading is different. That's what they're having me, you know, that's what they had me say. But yeah, I had a dream about that, about the book thing. And I forgot, but now they reminded me. So, you know, a big message to you is make 2023 into 2024, make it a goal to accomplish something you've been trying to accomplish that you keep putting behind. Okay? That's a message for today. Hold on. $261. Move through life changes. The manifestation of your desires very often involves life changes. The old sometimes has to fall away to make room for the new. You know, I've been picking that up a lot, and I also posted that on the community tab. Something about like new. Your spiritual path has created a cushion around you, ensuring that changes you make will be for the better. Welcome novelty. It's the same energy as a beautiful sunrise on a perfect spring morning. The changes that you're encountering are answered prayers, even though you may not yet be able to see them that way. We angels are with you throughout these transitions, holding your hand during every step. You can ask us for guidance, courage, and direction at any time. Thought for today: my life changes take me in positive new directions. The angels are with me every step of the way, and I'm open to receiving their help, guidance, and protection. I'm excited about fresh possibilities on my path. Okay, so I'm also, again, no, I don't need tarot, so it's all channeling. I'm also channeling that, again, I keep picking up like new. There's something you've been trying to manifest, whether it's a new job, new life, a new something. This is manifesting this year. But it's the element of like when it does happen, you're gonna be, I saw the devil card, like you're gonna get like, hey, that's your devil energy. Your ego, your fear is gonna start smacking you. And the divine's trying to, like, you don't see that it's an answered prayer yet. And you have fear about it, but they're trying to push you. I keep getting that message. I'm gonna read one more, then I'm gonna pull some cards. Hold on. Let me go like this. I want like access to the whole book so I can, you know, it could be fair. Whatever comes out. $314. Enjoy unwavering faith. You already know the importance of staying filled with faith as far as manifestations and healings are concerned. We angels are here today to teach you some methods to gather and boost your power of belief. Faith is the ability to stay focused on love no matter what, trusting it to bring about wonderful solutions and miracles. This belief counts on love to provide all the answers. Distrust, on the other hand, is the opposite. We were just talking about that, right? That fear, that distrust, yep. It makes you believe that you have to do everything by yourself. And all things in life are won through struggling, worrying, and competing. I'm going to read that again. Distrust, on the other hand, is the opposite. It makes you believe that you have to do everything by yourself. And all things in life are won through struggling, worrying, and competing. Of the two feelings, which do you believe is happier and healthier? Remember that when you ask for a prayer to be answered, you can also request to have your faith elevated. Yes. Wow. That one was powerful. Yeah. Thought for today. I ask God and the angels to boost my ability to believe. I'm willing to trust love to meet all my needs. I now choose the peaceful life of one who is filled with faith. You have to have faith. There's something about, you're going to have fear here about something. And you're also afraid of accepting help, even from angels. 100%. This is what I'm getting. Let me shuffle. Yeah, honestly, look, that's not an accident. Look. And there's the fears, the shadow, the moon. The Nine of Swords with the star. The Nine of Swords with the star. The Nine of Swords, anxiety, worry. And the star is hope, healing, faith. Here it says guiding light, inspiration, faith, hope, miracles, infinite energy. Oh my God. And they're asking you to pray. There is absolutely a healing going on right now to this anxiety. The divine's trying to transform this. The star card is the healing, is the cleansing of this anxious life you've been living. It's time for the new, and this is the new. Don't ask me for a new relationship or you're ready for a new, let go of this relationship. You want a new relationship. Well, it starts with you, honey. It starts with you. Okay? Nothing's going to change until you start connecting with your angels and the divine again. You need to be inspired by them, have faith in them, have hope. You kind of have lost your ability to, again, like you have distrust. You are run by the energy of distrust. And that distrust is what causes the anxiety and the worry. And that could be, go back to what we were talking about. Like you distrust that things are going to go well. You distrust, you feel like you're always going to end up being sad, disappointed. Five of Cups, Ten of Wands, burdened. Look, it says Five of Cups, lost, leaving, sorrow. People always leave you. You're always disappointed. You're always left alone. Ten of Wands, burden, demands, overload. It says you're always, you always have so much on your back. You always have so much on your shoulder. Everything's going to be on you. And you know what? You're right. That maybe you are struggling. Maybe you do have, issues, financial issues, things that you're going through. Nobody's discounting and invalidating that. Yes. But you got to do something about the faith that you have to bring change, because being in the situation for so long has almost become actually a part of your personality. You've lost faith. You've lost your connection to the angels. You feel like you got to be alone. You have distrust for the universe. And they need you to get out of that, because they're trying to change your life this year. And that's a pretty powerful message, honestly. And it's almost a message that's like kind of like I want to post it on the main channel, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it for members because I feel like something similar is going to come out on the main channel though too. Something similar, but with more detail. Like little everyday detail. Let me see. Yeah, there's time to move forward. You see, you're about to receive good news. There might be travel involved. This is good news travel. The Eight of Wands is very quick, move it forward. It's also the card of travel. As soon as you do this, the divine's going to propel you forward so fast. Whatever this is about, things are going to work out so fast. Okay? Like I said, that says travel. So if you're moving or something like that, rest assured that's going to work out. If you're traveling, that's going to work out. Whatever it is, aim forward. They got you. Time for a brand new beginning. Look at that. Fool card. It says purity, potential, risk, innocence, and desire. They need you to embody that energy again. That innocence. It's so important in what's manifesting right now. You're missing it. Yep. It's so important. Look, we got this twice. We got the 5 of Cups twice. This is sadness. This is regret. This is melancholy, depression, all that. Okay? We need to get you out of there. It's time for the new. We need to get you out of there. Okay? And you need to pray more. Because otherwise, look, just put the deck. Look who's trying to take over. When you get stuck in this energy for too long, this is the devil's freaking playground to come in and take over. 100%. And if in regards to like, if you have any kind of addiction, but that's also the devil's playground. Anything that causes you like an altered state of consciousness is the devil's playground. I do believe that. That's why I don't smoke anything of any sort at all. For that reason too. A lot of people I know in the spiritual community are like really heavily reliant. I've even seen like readers like literally openly discuss the fact that they're high on camera. Like they use that as an excuse, like they connect that way. That's an addiction like any other, okay? And that alters your body and leaves you susceptible to devil energy. It does. The divine wants you to be able to get to those states of consciousness. Learn how to get there on your own. Okay? I know that there were tribes and stuff that took ayahuasca and did all sorts of stuff to connect to the divine. Yes, we know that. Right? But they weren't all going out there doing that, right? It was just like, occasionally. It was part of a ritual. It wasn't like I'm smoking weed every day kind of situation. And if we see people like Buddha or Gandhi, right? They didn't take anything at all. They were able to get to that state of consciousness on their own. Because we can. That's really tapping into your power. Right? I'm just letting you know, all those things, more often than not, you're lowering your vibration. You can use the excuse that people in tribes or do whatever, use it as ceremonies. Want to use that excuse, that's fine. The difference is that you are not in a tribe, right? And you are not doing it as a ritual in the same way they did. And you're not placing the same meaning to it like they did. You didn't, it just wasn't the same. It doesn't have the same meaning. It's just straight devil energy. You got to see it for what it is. And I don't know why I feel guided to share that too, especially because the thing said prescription. Because I just know there's a lot of people in the spiritual community that confuse like connecting with like smoking and doing all, and really there's absolutely no correlation, and you're actually just opening yourself up to devil energy. And you're a human being and you're dependent like everybody else. That's my opinion, And that's also the divine's opinion. This is the yes card. And here's temperance. This says guidance, healing, moderation, and balance. There's a need for that. They confirm everything I'm saying. Protect your temple. Your temple is God. It's time for Wheel of Fortune. Your karmic payout. Okay? Yes, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups could be reconciliation with someone from the past, harmony. So it also says childhood. But it's also like that giddy, childlike happiness. Again, that innocence, especially since it's underneath the Fool card. I'm not even going to go into, I'm not talking about love here and reconciliation with people. We're not even talking about that. Okay? But that's like that childlike fun, that innocence. You need to get that back. Being in this hermit energy too long, healing, solitude, inner work is keep making you the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can be very cutting, cold. Sometimes we could be addicted to healing, you know that? I'm getting that too. Like there's some kind of addictions here. It could be addicted to the journey. So addicted to the journey that you're actually not living or growing. Constantly in solitude, doing inner work, constantly doing inner work, constantly. If you're constantly in a state of having to do, like, focusing your consciousness on the fact that you need to heal, you need to heal, you need to heal, you're attracting that negative frequency into your life. I want you to heal while also realizing that you're not broken. You are God, right? You are never broken in the eyes of the divine. Okay? You are just living an experience and learning karmic lessons. You can heal and stuff while also accomplishing and having that and accomplishing things and connecting with people moving forward. Okay? Because you could be addicted to the pain, you know that, right? And you're closing your heart. Yes, it's a lack mentality. Look, Creator with the no card, you are blocking yourself off. Her stance right there, closing herself off with a cat, like addicted to the struggle. It says struggle, hardship, loss, addicted to the loss, addicted to the struggle. You don't even realize it. It's time to walk away from that 8 of Cups, is what they're saying. It's time to walk away from the heartbreak. You know, this is a very deep message. I don't know, should I post this on the main channel? I know that happens sometimes. Sometimes I feel like when I'm tapped in, like when they give these kind of messages that are like so powerful, like so deep, I feel like they're meant for more people. And I do that, and I hope that, I don't know if the people on the main channel get so upset when I do that. I hope not. So I'm just trying to follow my intuition. To walk away from this heartbreak. Something new is manifesting in your life. Time for an adventure. 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. Comfort, accomplishment, prosperity, all that. And a union, 10 of Cups, is forming. Now, could it be with someone from the past? I don't know, because we have that 6 of Cups there. If I decide that I'm going to make this one a full reading, I could tap into that and then can extend this energy. We can do that right now. Want to do that? Let's do that. Let's keep going. I just feel guided. I'll post another one for the main channel. I just feel guided. That was the overall energy. Now we're going to go dive into the little details. See, who is this 6 of Cups person from the past? What's this heartbreak about? What's this 10 of Cups? What's this accomplishment, this prosperity? What's this adventure talk? It's a lot of sadness here. I need to know more about that too. I kind of don't want to ruin the flow. We're in it right now. So I think I'm going to continue here. I want to know what this loss was, this struggle. I need to know all of this right now. This new beginning. I need to know. Well, why the hell was I guided to put all this heaviness sideways? Facing this way as if it's ready to get out of town. Because it's ready, it's time to let that go. Because it's time for a new life. That's what we're going to do. I want to know. I need to know. A pleasant letter. And a change in house. This might not be for everybody, but I feel like somebody's moving. Look, and now I got prison in reverse. And I don't even read reversals here, but it came out like that. Remember, not everything here is for you, but honestly, I don't believe in accidents, so this might be for you. You just don't see it yet. Because I'm getting a big, like, 2023 vibe here, like long-term energy. The fact that it says pleasant letter and she's there reading like a document, a change, and then a house. Now the prison backwards kind of makes me feel like whatever your living situation right now, you feel like you're a prison in it. There might be some really dark energy in the house that you're at, in the place that you're at, and you don't even realize it. Do me a favor, okay? I want you to know that items hold energy. If you separated with an ex already or someone from the past, there is no need to have pictures of them or items of them all up in your house. That carries energy. You are holding on to their energy, and it does affect you, especially if you're trying to move on. Everything has energy, even if it's not living. Okay, I want you to know that. Everything has energy, even if it's not living. And everything affects you. Another main message is the clutter. You need to clear your energy in order to allow this devil energy to get out. Okay? There is heavy, dark energy attached to, I'm just seeing it, items in your home. You need to, you might know this, but it's time. This is a kick in the butt from the divine saying you need to get it together. Okay, start getting rid of stuff, donations. You don't have space for things that you're not even using. Just the act of donating is an act of kindness. That's already accruing good karma. That's something positive that you're putting out in the universe. And also, you're not clinging on, everything manifests itself in your life, and also you see it. You're not clinging on to things. In the same way you're hoarding things that you don't even use anymore, you're also hoarding your feelings, hoarding negative feelings from the past, of hardship, of loss, all these things. It couldn't be more a reflection. All of these things that you're holding on to could be more, or the mess, it could be more a reflection of the things you're holding on to within yourself. And so with every little thing that you go through and donate, you're going to feel like you're letting go of things that are affecting you within yourself. Same thing with cleaning. Okay? Just seeing things nice and tidy, that organization in your space. If you're suffering with any kind of anxiety and stuff, well, by default, it's a reflection. Cause less of that within you, because things are not all, all over the place, etc. If you want to have a clean slate in your life, they're saying you need to create a clean slate. Number one. Number two, I'm seeing someone receiving a pleasant letter somehow. You're going to get a letter. I don't know if it's whatever it is, loan forgiveness or a lease or a mortgage. You're going to be accepted for something that's going to allow you to change. She's wearing a wedding dress, okay? But I don't know if she's by herself. So I don't know if maybe you were under the impression that someone that you were dealing with was going to be somebody you were going to marry. But now you're literally by yourself in a wedding dress, like on the horse and buggy on your own, going towards a house. But I don't see an element of a person in your life. What I actually see is a prison backwards. It seems like the person maybe that you were dealing with, and this might not be for everyone, was actually keeping you in a prison, mental prison. Okay, it was keeping you stuck, was keeping you in a bad place. And having the courage, even with a wedding dress, not to take off your wedding dress, because the point is, you're not going to leave this situation with the mindset that you're leaving this situation, and with the mindset that you're going to leave the situation and like be in a hermit position and close up. That's not what they want you to do. You're leaving the situation with a wedding dress still on, saying, no, I will find my person. I'm not going to keep myself in a prison just because this didn't work out. This could have been somebody that shamed you a lot, made you feel like this happened because there was something wrong with you. No, honey. No. I'm getting whoever you were dealing with is actually a very cold person. And as I said that, look, you know, I just split the deck and cards come out. It's literally the King of Swords in reverse with the Lovers in reverse. Okay, the King of Swords in reverse is a very controlling person, someone that controls and withholds love, somebody that's very closed up. They didn't love you properly, is what I'm saying here. Okay, this could be somebody with narcissistic tendencies. Doesn't have to be somebody that, I mean, the King of Swords upright is somebody that's very cold. Could be very cold, not very open, not very loving. But in reverse, they're also calculating, they're also manipulative, and they're also like not very nice people. Honestly, with the Lovers in reverse, this is somebody that like never gave you a full relationship, never gave you what you deserve. Okay, but it was more a reflection of them, not so much you. But there is something, can't just put the energy all on someone else. The fact that you were even connecting with this person in the first place means that you were on their frequency one way or another. Because you did show up here as the Queen of Swords, hermiting. So there's an element of you being also in Swords energy. Swords signify your mind, your intellect, your thoughts. So when you're in Swords energy, you are completely disconnected from the Cups energy. The Cups energy is your heart space, your feelings. When you have the sword, when you're in the Swords energy, when you are in the Swords energy, you are not leading with your heart, you're leading with your mind. You're intellectualizing your feelings. You're connecting with your mind, not with your heart space. You have a closed heart, even if you think you're feeling emotion, you're not. Okay? That's what that is. Let me take this jacket thing off. There. It's getting hot. I do live in the Dominican Republic after all, and it's approaching peak sun hours. Like little by little, as the time passes, the room starts to get hotter and hotter, even if the shades are down, doesn't matter. Soon I'm gonna have to turn on the air conditioner soon, and you guys are I'm so sorry when I do that, because you hear the little buzzing sound, the blowing noise from the AC, but can't breathe. Okay, I had to piece this back together, so if you heard a random skip, I'm sorry. Had to turn on the AC. The device stopped by itself out of nowhere, and I just took advantage of that moment and turned on the AC. So I decided I want to go into this energy more. There's a lot going on. You know, I'm also channeling, so I'm picking up on multiple situations at the same time. I want you to take it as it resonates, meaning every reading is an intuitive exercise, so I'm giving you the most prominent examples of the things I'm picking up on, but the energy is still the same. There's a pleasant letter, a change, somebody in a wedding dress going towards a house and getting out of a prison. What does that mean? This could be a divorce, okay? Somebody was waiting on a divorce. You don't know if it's going to be finalized. Well, this is an omen if that's for you. Now that is going to be finalized. You get a pleasant letter. You're on your own, leaving in a horse and buggy in a wedding dress towards a house and leaving what you would consider a prison. Well then, sweetheart, that means it's happening. Or for somebody else, remember these readings could be vice versa. And for some of you, and I'm getting that specifically with the King of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. King of Swords in reverse with the Lovers in reverse is a terrible combination. I'm actually going to leave that here. We're going to go into that in a minute, but like that is an entity of its own. That is an entity of its own that I want to just like hone in on. So we're going to put that here for a second. We're going to get there. Okay. Whatever the case may be, there is something that's making you feel, or someone that you're dealing with. I'm talking about you. Like you were in a prison. Stuck. Okay? But there is a change happening here for the better. The prison could be a workplace. The prison could be in regards to your home environment one way or another. Because this is a pleasant letter coming to you about the fact that you can go towards a home, a change. But the house, it doesn't say home, it says a house. Because the word home has like a different connotation, right? But this is like where you're going, you're creating a home out of a house, not a prison, because the house is not a prison. This house is not a prison. Literally, look, if somebody was literally in prison and they're coming out of prison, okay, that's for some of you. You know, I've heard so many people here. But you know what? You're going in this wedding dress towards this house after a pleasant letter. Some good news. So there's something about this change that's also going to open you up to love again. You're going to be glowing. You're going to be giving off, because it's interesting. It's like it's a change. You're having a change and you're in a wedding dress, but you're on your own. So it could be a change of heart, or just a change. And we were talking about that, the energy that you're going to start giving off. The divine wants you to, again, they are granting you an escape from this prison. They're granting you an opportunity to leave this prison, whether it's real or not, whether it's an actual physical place or if it's just a prison of your mind because of the people that you've been dealing with. Because I'm going to tell you right now that there's someone you were dealing with, there's some kind of influence in this situation that was not a good influence, honey. And it could be love, it could be family, but there's somebody manipulative in the mix. You don't get the King of Swords in reverse. The King of Swords upright's already hard to begin with. The King of Swords in reverse is literally like the card that you would get to represent a tyrant, like an abuser, a dictator, a manipulator, a brainwasher. Is a King of Swords in reverse with the Lovers in reverse next to it. Oh, Lord, we have to get into that. You know, but there's a way out of this. They don't want you to go towards this new situation that you're going towards, whether it's a new job or they're helping you move, whatever the case may be. And because you went through something in the past, hang up your wedding dress and just and dwell and get stuck in this anxious energy. Because there is a change coming that's going to liberate you from this self-imposed imprisonment of your mind, from this imprisonment of whatever the case may be, and you're going to end up in a connection. I feel like reading something from that book again. And then we're going to go back to the cards. Hey, I got to listen. Hold on. Receive good graciously, it says. I mean, we got the 10 of Cups. That's a union. We got the 3 of Wands. Adventure, a change, a new house, or a new lease on life, getting out of prison. We got all of that. It starts with a change, though. Receive good graciously. 132. As you speak positive words and shine your light brightly, all your good thoughts come true before your eyes. Today, we angels will work with you to help increase your receptivity to these manifestations. You were raised to equate gifts with good behavior. So when they appear in your life, you wonder whether you deserve them. That's a good one. I'm gonna repeat that. You were raised to equate. I mean, that was blunt. You were raised to equate gifts with good behavior. So when they appear in your life, you wonder whether you deserve them. Meaning, what that means is like you were raised to think like you only got gifts if you behaved well. So then when the divine's granting you like freedom from this prison and opportunities, we've been talking about the subconscious this whole time. You almost feel like you don't deserve it. You almost feel like you don't deserve this abundance. And the divine's just trying to bless you, honey. However, if you hold guilt over past actions, you may feel unworthy of what comes to you and unwittingly push it away or ignore it. My God, that's powerful too. You might have been, and I'm, again, hold on, pause, I'm interjecting. You might have been someone, because we did start the reading with this kind of message, somebody that was shamed a lot in childhood. A lot. So you don't even realize, it's crazy, right? Because of all of the things that this book has a lot of different messages, but this one is specifically talking about the subconscious, and that's what we were talking about. So you associate good with you only get gifts if you behave like a little princess and perfect. And if you were raised by narcissistic parents, that's even worse, because then you were actually raised to please them. But what pleased them was only self-serving. It wasn't rooted in something that was fair in the first place. So it started to make you feel unworthy of love, like just like free love, you know? And what ends up happening is you don't even realize it. Then when things are manifesting for you that are good, you push it away, or you ignore it, or you do things to like not allow it to manifest. Kind of like what I kind of spoke about in regards to the book, because you don't even realize it, but you almost feel like you don't deserve it. Like you didn't do anything to deserve that level of success or this relationship or anything like that. As a matter of fact, you're too hard on yourself because people were hard on you. You don't even realize that you carry so much shame within you, that and you have evidence that with the shame itself, yes, is very damaging. But you know what's worse? The evidence, the self-fulfilling prophecies that we give ourselves. That's what keeps it alive. So if you were shamed a lot as a child, and then you actually mess up, you screw up here and there, like in your everyday life, recently too, you've done some stuff you're not proud of. Somebody that wasn't shamed a lot would just be like, I fucked up, you know, whatever, I'm a human being. But somebody that was shamed a lot carries that guilt, feels like they're just a bad person. And then therefore you bring that into your daily life for everything that you do. And when the divine is just trying to grant you a gift, you ignore it, you push it away, because the part of you feels like this is too good to be true. Because if karma is real, then I should deserve something real bad. Something bad's gonna happen and it's not true, because the divine knows that, see, the divine's smarter than what we think. And the divine, and God forgives, and angels forgive. God is forgiving. And God knows the intention. That's what's important, okay? And I didn't even finish reading this. I guess sometimes they had me read things so that I can channel certain messages for you guys. See, God knows the difference. God looks at intention. No, you can't just do things and get away with everything. No, that's not how it works. Because you have good intentions. But you cannot fool the universe, honey. You can't fool the universe. God knows the difference between somebody that's just trying to get away with shit and just, doing things maliciously, and therefore they have guilt, but they actually are bad people. That's what the universe and God's going to respond to, versus you messing up and doing things you're not proud of that technically, they're not really good things that you did. Like that was not good. Like you need to take accountability. That's very true. But the divine's not really going to hold that against you too much, because, for example, they see a higher perspective, higher than you could even see. They see, oh, this person did X, Y, and Z. They need to learn their lesson so they don't do this. But you are seeing it like the divine's going to teach me a lesson by giving me bad karma because I did this wrong. No, the divine knows the exact lesson everybody is meant to learn. So, for example, if they look at intention, if someone did your same action, but they had a lot of malice, the karma they're going to give them is malice, right? For real. But if the divine can see more than you, the divine can see your conscious mind, and your subconscious mind, see who you are as a person. They can see your heart. So they can see, no, this person did this and it was wrong, but it's because they have subconscious programming that makes them feel unworthy. They really wish that they didn't do this. They really do feel remorse. They just really can't help it because they have anxiety issues because of abuse they've gone through, etc., and trauma. And I know their heart is in a good place. The karma that you're going to get, the lesson you're going to get is different, even though you messed up one way in your life, right? What they're going to do is continue to bless you because they see, what the lesson that they want you to learn is to trust that you deserve good things, for you to trust yourself, because by you feeling worthy, you wouldn't do those bad things in the first place. Because the foundation of all the bad things, let's say the things you've messed up on, like, I don't know how to put it into words, but there's like a subconscious program that pushes you to do things because of unworthiness, and you don't even realize that. And because that is the motivational force behind the things you feel guilt and shame about, the divine is not going to grant you karma in a malicious way. The divine's actually going to keep blessing you for all the good things in hopes that you can see your worth. The lesson is about receiving the good. Because every time you get a manifestation or something happens, you push it away or you ignore it because you're like, I don't deserve this. Look at all the times I've messed up, or I did this. The divine's never gonna trust this, or this is too good to be true. If karma and all these things are real, I'm just gonna get punished because I did X, Y, and Z. The divine is smarter than that. They're continuously trying to bless you until you learn the lesson to just accept, to feel deserving of things. And once you do that, you will not only continue to manifest more powerfully, but you won't continue to engage in behaviors that you feel shame over, because you just keep doing things unconsciously to fulfill the way you feel about yourself on the inside, whether you know it or not. Like, you keep subconsciously doing things to continue to feel shame because you're so used to it. Over time, when you start accepting and learning how to receive good and receive the blessings, just be like, just no, the God is just answering my prayers, so I deserve it. Over time, you're gonna start to handle yourself with grace more. You're gonna feel less and less shame, less and less guilt about things. You need to forgive yourself for, the things that where you didn't act so wonderfully. You're a human being. You have to acknowledge how good of a heart you have in the first place. And then you'll start to get more and more confidence, and you'll be able to manifest more, become more abundant. And for example, use my book example. Oh, hi baby, my dog. Use my book as an example. All those kind of blockages that stop you, you'll be able to eliminate them. I hope that made sense. Okay, beloved one. These manifestations aren't rewards any more than painful experiences are punishments. The divine doesn't judge in categories of good and bad. Rather, it responds to your energy exactly as it does to everyone else's. When you allow yourself to receive, you make a powerful statement to the universe. You display caring for yourself and everyone who's inspired by you, sealing the process of manifestation. Love comes full circle. From the seeding of a loving thought all the way to your gratitude when it appears on the physical plane. Thought for today: I open my arms to receive good graciously, knowing that I deserve it, just as all people do. My gratitude for gifts elevates everyone else. My gratitude for my gifts elevates everyone else, surrounding my manifestations with love. Yes. Again, the divine doesn't judge in categories of good and bad. They see your intention behind it. They know if it's malice or if you messed up, but there was no malice behind it. They see a higher perspective. They just want you to accept things. Get out of this prison. Now let's talk about this person. Who is this person? I don't like this. Let me tell you about the King of Swords. The King of Swords in reverse, rather. The King of Swords in reverse, rather, which is a lot heavier. The King of Swords in reverse is probably the worst, besides the Emperor in reverse. The King of Swords in reverse. Swords signify your mind and your intellect. So when you're the King of Swords in reverse, you're using your mind and your intellect for abuse, for the wrong reasons. You're using your mind and your intellect not to aid your heart. You're using it to control. In terms of, now I'm going to say this is in regards to something that has to do with love, because it's next to the Lover's card, also in reverse. So this is somebody that was manipulative in love, or somebody that couldn't open up their heart space, very controlling. Honestly, I don't like to put labels, but the King of Swords in reverse and the Lovers in reverse is very highly indicative of somebody with highly narcissistic traits or sociopathic tendencies. Not gonna lie, very manipulative, abusive, controlling person. Somebody that withholds love to try to abuse you mentally. This is mental abuse, okay? It's the swords. But I want you to know that this person does this to other people, or they act this way with other people. What's up, baby? You made dog crying. He's such a crybaby today. Because they're like that with themselves. What do you want to tell me about this King of Swords in reverse, this interesting character? That they're going to return. That they're going to return. The Six of Cups is somebody from the past returning. So I'm not sure that I want to... Ricardo's not even my chihuahua. Why are you crying so much, sweetheart? You're my favorite species. You're my favorite other species. I love you. Do you hear this? He's freaking out. I'm going to take that as an omen right there. You know what that means? This person is going to come back, hooting and hollering, probably, baby, I want you back, baby, or baby, let's talk. Or they're just going to show up in your life expecting you to be the same way towards them, giving them attention. Because what my dog's doing right now is attention-seeking behavior. This is someone that's going to come back wanting some kind of attention. Yes. Now, the thing is, okay, the thing is, with the Lovers in reverse and the King of Swords, this is not somebody that I want to see come back. It's someone you need boundaries with. You know, what I notice is, you see, the Six of Cups in this deck is it has 3 cups upside down and 3 upright. So there's an energy of like keeping somebody trapped or contained, controlled. See, because what happens if you have a cup on the top and a cup on the bottom and you're in the middle? Over time, they just come together and keep you trapped, right? But it's also like the on-off kind of energy, like upright, up and down, upright and reverse, upright and reverse, upright and reverse. And that is probably the tool that this person uses to control, manipulate. Blocking, coming back, leaving, coming back, leaving. You know that is a manipulation tactic, right? Every time somebody just blocks you out of nowhere, then comes back and you allow them to just show up, and you are allowing them you are allowing them to tell you that it's okay to have control over you like that. And with the message that I just got from the Angels book, this person's keeping you in a shame cycle. Absolutely. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Yeah. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Oh my God, I can't shuffle for the life of me. What's up, sweetheart? My dog, you just see him. What is this? Devil, of course. Can't make it up if you wanted to. You want to say hi? Come here, my little boy. See? Now you're going to go hide under the bed again, okay? I don't know why Chihuahuas do this. They get near you for you to carry them, and then they hide and don't let you grab them. But they want to be grabbed. But then they don't let you grab them. And trust me, I had Chihuahuas and they passed away of old age. And now I have him. You know, he's 2. My brother has 2 Chihuahuas. I'm well-versed in Chihuahuas. They all act like that. And shaking profusely. Like he's shaking right now like he's going to have a panic attack. Let them out. I'm sorry. Come on, guys. Out. Okay. You want to go out? Go outside. Yes. That's what you wanted. All right. There we go. I don't know. Sorry. The devil. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. It's the return of the devil. It's reconciliation with the devil. That's what you want? The moment that you try to move on, this person's going to want to come back and affect your mind. But sweetheart, I think the divine has changed for you. I have to be honest, the divine has changed for you. Here's the sun. Whenever I get the sun card, that's a yes card. The sun is elevation. The divine has changed for you. The divine is bringing judgment into your life. Okay? Ascension, strengthening you as a person. Okay? This person needs to get out of your life. Oh my God, more comfort. Did you see that? I just picked this up to shuffle it, and it flipped so I could pick up this card. I don't know who this person is, but listen. It's the Seven of Swords. It says theft, dishonesty. Seven of Swords is someone sneaky, someone trying to get away with things. Has a little like ring there, like someone that acts. Okay, so this is somebody that literally acts like they're always gonna want some kind of a relationship. You know, like it could be an engagement ring, like they want to get engaged, like they want to be with you, you know, whatever. But everything that they do is based off control. They never really do anything. You guys never really go anywhere. And this is somebody that has you around to manipulate you. I have to be honest. Or this is somebody that has you around. It's always going to find a reason why you're not good for them. It's going to trigger you. This is somebody that's just looking for someone to project their shit on. Because that's how they operate. Call it as I see it. I'm looking at it. You got the devil with the Seven of Swords. It's somebody deceptive. Do they know that they're deceptive? I don't know. They might just be like, this could just be a covert narcissist. Maybe this is just the way that they function. They like to keep people They like to keep people stuck. Hanged man. This is somebody that like always has you around. Always says maybe that they can't be with you. Like you're not, makes you feel like you're not good enough. Always has you around, hung by a foot, but also doesn't like to see you go be with anybody else. Or they're manipulative in the way where they try to keep you around as a quote unquote friend, but they're around enough to know that they're going to stir your feelings up so that it's hard for you to find the strength to make a change and create a house, a home with somebody else. Do you understand that? And that's here. The Ten of Cups is here. A union is here. You're meant to have that this year. Sweetheart, the Hanged Man here says waiting, rebirth, sacrifice, reflection. You're always waiting for things to change. You're going to be waiting until you become until you become a skeleton, until you can wait no more. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is endings, final closure. You're going to be waiting until you get in so much pain. You have one way. You either find your strength now, or you're just going to eventually it's just going to end terribly regardless. Okay? This is an ending of that shit. The divine says that it's time for you to have final closure, final ending with this person. Okay, but this is somebody, I'm telling you right now, because you need love. Because see, we're all talking about energy and frequency. You don't realize that by having this person in your energy, even if you've established that you're not going to connect romantically or whatever the case may be because of how they behave, maybe they bring out a side of you that you don't even recognize. And that's where the shame spiral comes to, and that happens. And that happens. And you got to forgive yourself right now for the ways you have acted with this person. Okay? Take accountability for it. Maybe you did some things, said some things that are embarrassing to you right now. Like, you know, like given this person can say, well, you're not such a great person, but the divine wants you to know that the reason that you got to this extreme side of yourself, this awful side of yourself, is because this person brought out the devil in you, because they manipulated you, okay, for a long time. Honestly, they brought out sides of you that are not healthy. And you know that because if you connect with someone else, you probably don't act the way you do with this person. Now, this person might come back saying, oh, but we're just friends. But their energy, this person has some really nasty energy. You don't even realize that energy clings to you and it stops things from manifesting. The divine's going to start to show you that the moment that this person is gone, you're going to start manifesting things all over your life, like really quickly. It's like they're trying to put it in your face, like this person is affecting your life. I don't know who this is, but give me a message about this situation with this person. See wellness everywhere, 241. One of the reasons why we angels are able to affect healings. There's a misspelling in the, oh my God, here I am with my, I'm the grammar police. Grammar police! There's a freaking typo. There's a grammar mistake. One of the reasons why we angels are able to affect healings. She wrote effect, like E-F-F-E-C-T, but that's like sound effects. When you're affecting something, you're not effecting something, you're affecting something. A-F-F-E-C-T. Listen, but if that doesn't tell you that all humans make mistakes, I don't know what does. Because she still, the joke's on me if I really cared that much, because she made a lot of money off this book, didn't she? Anyway, so who cares? But, you know, see wellness everywhere. That's so funny that it says see wellness everywhere, and the first thing I see is a mistake. That's an omen. That's an omen. That's a message within itself. Sometimes they use me as messages like that. One of the reasons why we angels are able to affect healings is because we know that there is nothing to be healed. In truth, you and everyone else are continuous reflections of God's shining love. And just as the divine would never need to be cured, so it is for you. The illusion of sickness, disease, or injury is just that, an illusion. We were put stock in this falsehood. We'd only bring about, I'm in shock right now, by the way. I'm going to reread this because there's a message within this. There's a message in this within itself. But I said I'm pulling a message in the context of this manipulator. Now, keep that in mind as I read this, and it's going to make complete different sense. Because I said that this was somebody that was always trying to shame you, make you feel like there was something wrong with you. Kid you not. And listen to what it says. The illusion of sickness, disease, or injury is just that, an illusion. I'm telling you. Were we to put, hold on. Mila. You can't deal with them anymore? Mila, I'm still recording, sweetheart. What happened? I'm still recording.
There's this weird frog noise next to my window. It's like...
Again?
It's non-stop. It keeps on going and it's not even stopping and it's so loud.
It's a frog. He's been living there for the past couple of days. Close the windows. Close the windows and the door. And I can finish my recording. That's a frog, sweetheart. Nothing to be afraid of. Great. Can we take the dogs out? Guys, I can't catch a break. I'm going to have to stop this reading early because it's like... What is up with this? And listen, I'm taking... You know what I just had an image of? Everything's an omen. My little doggy, stop it. You know what? Everything's an omen. I just got an image of like the Prince and the Frog. Like, honestly, the person that you're going to connect with, because there is a relationship forming for you with somebody new, for whoever this is. This might not be for everybody, but for whoever this is new love for, okay, honey, this might be someone that you consider a frog in the beginning, and you need to, and like you don't pay them any mind. And it's actually your prince. I just got that message. So I'm going to read this again in terms, and we were talking about the manipulator. The illusion of sickness, disease, or injury is just that, an illusion. Were we to put stock in this falsehood, we would only bring more of the same. So instead, we put all our attention and focus on God, who resides eternally within you. We call upon the presence of the divine to be strongly known to you, causing you to become consciously aware of heaven's energy. When you see well-being, you're seeing God. Today, refuse to see anything but health within yourself and all others. But your entire focus on loving the wellness that eternally resides within everyone. Ask it to come forward and make its presence known. In this way, you heal like an angel. Thought for today, I only see wellness, for this is my truth. I am absolutely healed in every way. As I see others, I see myself healthy in all regards. Now, one thing that they're saying is this person, like I said, there was a lot of projection going on. And the way that they felt about themselves, unhealed, etc., they made you act in certain ways. And you reflected that back and forth. So, but in a way they also said, instead of sitting here and calling this person the devil and a tyrant and awful and all these things, realize there was something about this person that you loved very much. Maybe they had trauma of their own. So don't sit here and bash them. But they do have manipulative tendencies, and they project their insecurities through you. They may even have you act certain kind of ways that you are ashamed of. The divine just wants you to let go of all that happened, see it for what it is, and don't get stuck in I don't remember, but did we not speak about that in the beginning of the reading, which is interesting, about like addiction to healing? I think we did. Now we have the Ten of Pentacles. We had the Ten of Cups here. After an ending, all of a sudden, there's a union. Inheritance, family, property, home, kids, wife. I'm telling you, there's something about you that keeps saying that you're going to be alone, that you're already too old, you're not going to have kids, you're already 30-something, you've never met anyone, you're not going to have kids. Sweetheart, that's not the case. That's not your destiny. I don't know who told you that. That's not your destiny. That's not your destiny. I don't know who told you that. But you need to stop. You are stuck in the healing process. You can heal. Stop it, guys. You can heal and acknowledge all the things you're acknowledging without making yourself feel energetically like you're in crutches. You don't even realize that. There is a relationship forming for you after some kind of ending. You've been stuck for a while. If someone hurt you, balance. It's going to be everything you've ever wanted. What's going to happen with this other person? Who's this other person that's like returning and whatnot? Come on. I wasn't ready for that. They're going to go through a transformation within themselves too. The Death card is an ending and transformation, and they need to also, because they have issues. Nine of Swords. They have also anxiety issues. This is somebody that has this hedgehog is out there walking with spikes, stabbing everybody with needles, but they're blindfolded. Doesn't even know that they're hurting people. They think they're always in the right. This person's lessons to allow this to end, they're also going to learn some lessons. Trust me. I honestly feel that there's a possibility that later in the future you will be okay with this person, but you're not meant to have this person and this energy in your life right now. These dogs are wild. They're not really focused on the reading right now. I can't have this, guys. I'm sorry. Out. You want to go outside? Go outside? Good boy. Done. I'm getting stressed. Look at the image right here. I didn't even notice. Look, with the Chariot, the King of Pentacles doesn't have to be a masculine. And the Chariot is moving forward, but also moving. I also want to point out that this doesn't have to be in love. This could be like a family member or somebody like that, okay? Or even aspects of yourself. I want you to take this as it resonates. The King of Pentacles, which is somebody very stable, someone that could get it all together. Do you notice that he's hopping on this giant pentacle? But the pentacle, which is very abundant, this is someone very stable, very abundant. Pentacles signify stability, wealth, all of that. There is etched in it is a eye crying, riding someone that he's dressed like a devil. What does that mean? Everything that we read. Even if you think that you are in devil energy a little bit, you still have things to heal. You still move forward though. With that devil suit on, okay, still move forward. And don't make yourself sick or feel like you are too not good enough to do this. And you're like, I acknowledge that I still have my shadow, but I'm able to move forward. That's all you need to be able to manifest all of this. And I'm telling you, everything's just going to start to come to fruition. I want to know, Divine, what do you want them to do in regards to when this other person contacts them? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? Seven of Swords. Oh my God. They want you to know, again, the Seven of Swords is deceptive. I can't lie to you guys. The Knight of Cups is somebody that comes forward and offers love. But it's next to the Seven of Swords again, which is this card. Theft, dishonesty, all of that. Trying to get away with things. I wouldn't trust this person very much. Don't walk around. Don't lead your life with the energy of distrust. Have your boundaries. Because maybe even if it's not malice, which I'm going to give this person the benefit of the doubt because they had me channel that energy too, about how sometimes even though they're being really not so great per people, it's not so much that they are like evil, and it could be. Listen, I'm not gonna lie for some of you, because I'm not gonna put anything past a King of Swords in reverse with the Lovers in reverse, but not everybody. You know, even though they're not doing great things, they're just very unhealed people. So they might come forward with all the intentions of giving you love, but whether you like it or not, there's always going to be an inauthenticity about this person. See? And it's a karmic lesson that they have to learn. Wheel of Fortune. And you have to learn. What's the karmic lesson about Wheel of Fortune? What's the karmic lesson? Five of Wands. About the arguing, about staying in places that are this conflict, competition, debate, and defensiveness. You know what's crazy is that in a way you and this person mirror each other. The problem is that you're mirroring really bad aspects of each other. And the even worse part is that because this person has the King of Swords in reverse tendency, which is tyrannical, controlling, and has an inability to look at themselves, they bring out the worst in you while projecting aspects of themselves, but then they shame you and make you feel like the reason that everything is happening is because you're a terrible person. And they are filling you with energy that is allowing you to feel that way about yourself, you know, and you are therefore manifesting this low vibration in your life because of that. Okay, so this is not a good cycle with this person. Okay. This is somebody that honestly brings out the worst in you. But everything's a lesson, because if someone brings out the worst in you, it's so that you could get to know that part of you. Otherwise, how would you know that person exists? We need those people in our lives, right? Because there are people in my lives that I'm always like easy peasy, lemon squeezy, chill with. There's some people that trigger the shit out of me. There are some people that just their being gives me anxiety. You know what I mean? That just gets me, you know, and that's a lesson. Because it's like, what about me reflects this? Why is this triggering, you know? And this is somebody that comes forward always, but they are always in competition. Again, we got the Lovers in reverse. So like, it's not really, it's unfortunate, but you know, I don't think that they mean malice. This is someone that was never given unconditional love. They were never given unconditional love. They see the world as good and bad. They don't leave space for like humanity either. And this is somebody that calls the kettle black when they're the pot. You know? Divine, how do you want them to handle the situation when this person comes back? Hold on. That was the death card, means end it. But how do you want them to handle this situation? I wasn't ready for that for some reason. How do you want them to handle this situation? The death card again. They're not. They're like, did I tell you to put that back? I'm like, I thought you did. Endings, transformation, new beginnings, change. Ritual, ceremony, tradition, structure. Wisdom teacher. Yeah. That was in reverse, so I'm put it up right. Knight of Wands, flow, fire, intuition. They want you to keep your boundaries. They want you to stay strong. They want you to also see it from a higher perspective. Don't allow this person to infiltrate your space. Okay? If you don't feel like you've healed enough to allow this person in your life without them affecting your life, you can't have them in your life right now. Period. Because it's affecting your growth. And it's keeping you in a crutch. This is somebody that constantly projects onto you, you react, and then keeps you in a state of, I have to heal, I have to heal. There's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with you. Do you want to skip back and read what we just read? There's nothing wrong with you. This person is trying to make you feel worse than you are. If you find yourself making, telling people to forgive you, that you have anxiety, because we got to let anxiety start. It's my anxiety, I have anxiety issues. That's why, sweetheart, the right person's never going to make you feel that way. A healed person wouldn't project shame onto you like that, or even put you in a situation where you have to have that conversation. That's shame that they're projecting onto you, and that's your feelings of unworthiness that you're showing to them. And they think that's okay because they're controlling and abusive. Sweetheart, somebody that is in the right frequency for you instead is never going to put you in a situation to have that conversation. They're going to have a conversation with you and say, hey, that behavior, I didn't like it. That was not so good. But I want to talk about why you get like that in the first place. Why did you react like that? Is something going on? If you open up about anxiety, they're going to not make you feel like you have a problem, you need to work on it because it doesn't serve them, or villainize you or shame you. Honey, they're going to be your friend. They're going to hold your hand. And not in a way to make you feel like you're handicapped. But they're going to be there. They're going to be your rock. That is not what this person does. That's the problem. And they keep you in an energy where you feel like shit all the time. And you're better than that. So the divine saying goals, potential, success. They want you to focus on your goals, your potential, and all of that, and succeed a little bit more. You're going to have a relationship. A relationship is forming. I think it's probably with somebody new. See, you're going to close out a lot of cycles. Reward, success, completion. You're going to complete this cycle. You don't have to, like I said, for some of you, you need to just cut this person off. You don't have to cut them off forever, though, at some point, but you need to discern when it's okay to even have this person in your life, even as a friend. And there's no such thing as friendship after someone acted like this either, okay? If this person's idea of a friendship after all of this and it didn't work out romantically, but then they want to be in your life every day, honey, you can't have that. Because that's also manipulation. Okay, you can't have that. Like I said, this is someone that wants to keep you there for their attention. No, you cannot have that. Okay? When you can get to a place where you're okay saying hi once a month, then maybe. All right? And that's the sad truth. But your life is about to change in the best ways. Anything else you want to say that they can expect these beautiful changes? Oh my God. These beautiful changes about. 7 of Wands. Challenge and courage. You're about to be challenged. They want you to have courage. But your life, sweetie, you're about to be the empress, the embodiment of all queens. A life full of luxury, beautiful, harmony, abundance, grace, fertility, love, nature, beauty, art. All of it, it says. I just read it. Wow. And a relationship. You're meeting someone. Tell me about this new person. Oh. Ace of Wands. Career, beginnings, travel. There's a change in all elements, I'm telling you. Not just relationship, but moving, beginnings. This is passion, and this is a spiritual connection. Wands signify of your connection to the divine. What can they look out for? No, what can they look out for in regards to this person if it's a new person? How are they going to know? World's card, because it's going to seem like something new. It's going to seem like a closing of an old cycle, and it's going to seem like a new beginning. You're going to feel like the Empress. You're going to feel respected. You're going to feel in control of your manifestations. Okay, what's this? It's a brand new beginning in love. You're going to feel like you're nurturing something and someone is nurturing you. You're going to feel like it's growing life. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Love and light.